minutes and didn't have audio because it was shut off. The only reason I shut off audio sometimes is because I don't want to. I just use this streaming app sometimes as a test. I'm just testing it out in some areas because when I'm driving around, I'm like testing it out to see if it actually works or it's just it doesn't work because sometimes due to the internet you have you lose connection. Due to the internet you lose connection, but this thing can hold up. It says uh we'll be right back or some other thing that says of what's the other one? It says we'll be right back, and then it just shows you that it shows you everything here. It shows you your frame rate. It shows you your how many kilobits per second your internet's working at, which sucks because you cannot change it to megabits. That's the weird part about it, that it has to give you the 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 kilobits per second instead of megabits per second, which is like 3,000 kilobits per second. But sometimes it shows that your video's working fine, like 31 frames per second, and then sometimes it shows that it's sometimes even though you get 30, 40 frames per second, sometimes up to 40, but then it goes back down to 30. So it's weird because sometimes even though you have like 30 frames per second, it still staggers here and there. So it's crazy. Okay, so earlier I was talking about um okay, I was talking about that earlier. I felt like eating some nachos. Okay, you can say whatever you want about me eating nachos. You can say, oh, it's not good to eat nachos. So I'm trying to cut my hair. By the way, I'm trying to cut my hair. By the way, I don't know when, but I'll cut it. So earlier I wanted nachos, and in my area, which is the Inland Empire, uh, which is which everything seems to be spaced out here. This is the difference between here and a place like L.A. A place like L.A. and a place like where I used to live, Montebello. Like you can think of Montebello, you can think of Downey, you can think of Pico Rivera, you can think of Norwalk, you can think of Huntington Park, South LA. They're all about the same now. They're all about the same as uh, dangerous and crowded and noisy and packed. I guess crowded, packed, same thing. But um, it's crowded. Like it's very crowded in LA. So uh, I remember when I lived in Montebello, there was like in one block, in one like the houses are tiny, tiny houses. Don't think that houses in Montebello. Oh, because it's Montebello. Because we all know that Montebello, like those of us that look up Montebello. I mean, those of us that were residents or have lived in Montebello, we all know that Montebello used to be Italian. It used to be an Italian area. I think they brought that from Italy. They brought the name from Italy. From I think there's a city in Italy, there or a state. Yeah, I think it's like a state or a city in Italy that's called Montebello, and it's Italian. So, growing up in Montebello, yes, I do have to say there were Italians and there were Armenians. So it's like Italians and Armenians. But as we all know, all 7-Elevens, not all, but most of the 7-Elevens that I've gone to, they've all been like I don't want to miss. They're like Indian, or they're like from Pakistan or something. But I may be wrong, so don't don't attack me for that. I may be wrong, so I don't know. So like I'm saying, it's crowded. So everything here is more spaced out. So what I mean by spaced out is that like the restaurants, they're all over the place here in my area. They're all over the place, but they're so spaced out that you have to drive 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 miles just to get to. I was gonna go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Nah, I'm kidding. Uh, maybe 4 to 6 miles. At least. Maybe you can even say more if you want a good restaurant. So in my area earlier, I got hungry. Now I normally eat at home, but if I'm on the road, if I'm outside, I'm like I want to eat here or I want to eat there. So when I'm at home, I eat at home. So earlier I was at home. I was I was hungry. Like I didn't want to make anything here. I was like, I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna eat out there. So I looked for restaurants, and I've been looking for restaurants because I want something authentic. Like when I want to eat something, I want to eat Mexican food, authentic. Like I mean, maybe there's nothing authentic to be honest, but I do have to say that I am looking for Mexican restaurants. There's two Mexi. This is weird that in this shopping center that I've been to, there's there were three Mexican restaurants in the same shopping center, which is weird. Three. That's weird. Three Mexican restaurants in the same shopping center. One closed down. Apparently one closed down. I don't know if they're reopening sometime or they're out of business. The other two, I guess I've never been to this. I haven't been to one of them. I've been to the other one. Like there's three, so one closed down. There's two. I've only been to one. I've only been to one. Ha! You thought I was gonna do that. No, I've only been to one. The other one, uh, I've never been to. But the problem with those restaurants that are there is that the problem with those restaurants there is that sometimes they're open, sometimes they're closed. You never know, and sometimes they're packed. And when I go out to eat, sometimes I say I don't want to eat here because it's packed, if or sometimes I say I'd rather bring it home. I'd rather bring the food home. So let me repeat that again. I don't know if you guys are hearing me. I don't know if you guys are hearing me, but like I'm saying, uh, sometimes I want to bring the food home because I'm like I'd rather eat it here, in my comfort of my home. I get to take my time. No one gets to tell me when to leave the restaurant. I eat at my own pace. But sometimes it's good to eat at the restaurant because uh, when you're at the restaurant, you have the commodity of having people offer you more chips, more salsa. They ask you, do you want this? Do you want that? Do you need more napkins? Do you need this or do you need that? Which is pretty nice. But like I said, um, I've been disappointed with nachos. Like honestly, I've been disappointed with nachos. Everywhere I've gone to eat nachos, they've been a disappointment. Why? Because a mile away from the house, I went to this restaurant that was supposedly Mexican, and that's all fine. Like it sounds nice, Mexican restaurant. But I tried the nachos, and the tortilla chips were stale. The next one, they were uh the tortilla chips were stale, and then on top of that, they put all these like vegetables on top of it, and then they claim they're nachos. But they're not like the typical stuff that you've seen in restaurants. Like when you gone like when people have gone to Mexican restaurants, you get tortilla chips, you get uh carne asada, which is meat. You get beef. You get your meats, your beef, your you get cheese, like the melted cheese. You get what's the other one? You get your melted cheese. You get your sour cream. You get your avocado if you like avocado. If not, you could just say no avocado. And then you get your beans. But it all everywhere is different with the beans. Sometimes you get mat refried beans. Sometimes you get whole beans. Sometimes you get black beans. Sometimes you even get these refried beans that are so like really cheap that they don't even taste like beans. They're so poorly made, but it's crazy. It's really crazy. What's the other thing I wanted to say? That around my area, like I said, everything's spaced out, but there's a lot of restaurants in my on my across the street from me. I call it across the street, even though it is across. It's technically across the street from. No, it's not across the street. Technically, it's 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 on the main road then, on the major boulevard. It's not a boulevard, but it's the main street. That's what I mean. The main street. It's not like a smaller street. It's a two-way main street. So I have a lot of restaurants around me, and you can say, "Oh wow, that's you. That's awesome, dude. You live in a place where there's a lot of restaurants. There's a lot of good food." Then, um, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but no. I have a lot of restaurants around me, a lot, and I can name all of them at once. Right now, I can name them all, but they're not good. I can give a pass to Waba Grill. Okay, I'm gonna give a pass to Waba Grill. It's okay, but I'm not saying it's something that I would be eating on a daily basis and say, oh, that's my food there, Waba Grill. No, no, no. I'm not saying Waba Grill is amazing. Waba Grill is just like it's okay. It's okay once in a while. It's okay, but there's these other restaurants that are worse than Waba Grill. And let me start off by saying I went to I mean Juan Pollo, which is like the competitor uh to El Pollo Loco. So it's the competitor, but they only serve well. I tried their tacos, their crunchy tacos, and I was disappointed. Like the meat, the chicken is dry, but it's completely dry. It's like you're eating the like if you've been in school, in high school or middle school, or you remember that there was a time where they used to give for lunch this chicken, and it used to be completely dry. It's like I don't know if it's like completely dry or it's like you're eating turkey, but very dry, dry. Like you need to have a drink. You need to have soda or water. So that is that is bad. That is like not even close to being good. Bad, horrible, horrible, man, horrid, horrible. So I tried the tacos. I wasn't too impressed with the crunchy tacos. I haven't. And then right around there, right in the shopping center, we have three other restaurants. We have oh no, we actually have four restaurants if you count Little Caesars. That's another restaurant, and I'm not into eating pizza right now. Like oh, I can eat a pizza, but it's not like it's something healthy. It's not something that you're going to say I enjoy eating Little Caesars. It's enjoying. It's an enjoyment. Um, no, I'm not enjoying anything by eating Little Caesars. What am I enjoying eating Little Caesars? Nothing. It's like I find pizza more of a novelty. Like it's good when it's there, but it's not like my go-to thing. It's more of a novelty. I'm like if I see it there, it's fun. Eat it. But if I'm supposed to go if I want to go to it, like say I'm gonna go to it, no, I would not choose a pizzeria over anything else. So in the same shopping center, there are two Asian restaurants, and I'm not a fan of them. I'm not a fan. I'm like not a huge fan of Asian food. Uh, because there was this other Asian restaurant I used to go in in I guess it's like between Montebello and East LA, East Los Angeles, and it was pretty good. It was very good. You got your what was it? Oh, you got your teriyaki chicken. Good. That sounds good. Teriyaki chicken. You get your macaroni salad. Like they didn't give you too much of everything. They gave you uh your teriyaki chicken with rice. They gave you uh they gave you your macaroni salad. They gave you your lettuce. I mean your sort of salad. They gave you a mini salad, and then they gave you what was it? Yeah, I guess that was it. But it was good. It wasn't too much and it wasn't too little. But it was really really good. It was good. And I haven't found another restaurant like that. Like this thing here is like the chicken to me is like stale or it's old. It just tastes really weird. The chicken it's like the lowest quality of chicken or something. Like they got it off of uh I don't know where they got it from, but it's so poorly made or something. It just tastes bad. But the one I used to go, like I said, the one I used to go to in East LA slash Montebello was really good. The chicken, I always wanted to go there. I'm like, wow, I want to eat there. I want to eat there. It's really good, really really good. But here, like I said, it's nothing. It's nothing close. It's just like it's just an Asian restaurant that's there, and they cook you whatever they feel like cooking, which doesn't seem good to me. It's just like it's there. It's just there for being there, but it's not like enticing. That I'm going to say I like it. And then I haven't been to the other Asian restaurant, but that one seems more. Uh, I actually I haven't been there, so I don't know about it too much. Then I have this Jack in the Box, which yeah, you can say, oh, you got you got your chicken sandwich, or you got your your crunchy tacos. Like Like, to be honest, the tacos there are not good either anymore. Like, I remember growing up, they used to be much better. The tacos at Jack in the Box. Like, just the consistency is bad now. It used to be crunchy. Now they're all like fried. They're just like fried, and they're hard, not crunchy anymore. And then you're eating whatever's in there that they claim to be meat, or I don't know what it is. It's just poorly made. I'm not a fan of going to Jack in the Box. And then recently I went to McDonald's, which, like I said, it's like a mile away. Another restaurant that's there, and I didn't like it. I ate the chicken nuggets, and now that I've tasted the chicken nuggets, like really, as a healthy person trying to be healthy, I've tried it, and it's actually bad. They taste weird. They have this, like all foods. They all have oil. They're all oily, greasy, and fried, and they just taste bad. The chicken nuggets. It's not. They don't taste good. Like before, I used to say they were okay. That's like the most I would eat. Before, I used to be like crazy eating uh chicken sandwiches, and eating French fries, and having ice cold ice cold coffee, and having the fish fillet, or the filet o fish, which some people say no, you don't go to McDonald's and eat filet o fish. So I got this guy that I've been watching on YouTube, and we've had a yeah, that is correct, dude. That is correct. So I've been talking to this guy on YouTube, and on Twitter and Instagram, and oh yeah, no, I don't know what's wrong. So I don't know what's wrong with the video and the audio, if it's out of sync. I don't know what to do with that. Uh, I don't know what's wrong with that. I can't do anything about that. And and sorry, I don't understand what's going on with this app though, but it's showing your. Okay, let me see what can I do? No, add a scene. No, get out of here. This sucks. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so the chat, I'm taking it off for now. I'll turn it on again in a bit. It's so weird. So first off, it's weird with the audio, okay? I don't understand what's wrong with it. I can't do anything. It's just me talking. Um the other thing is, I just updated this app, and now the comments are huge. The comments are really, really huge. So that's another thing. The the comments are huge. So I don't know what to do with that. Hold on. Ha! You saw the bed. You saw the bed. Now you actually saw my bed. But let me continue, even though it's out of sync. So I don't understand what's with the. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. I have to fix it myself. I have to fix the. Uh, wow, it's huge. The comments are huge, dude. I don't know what to do with that. So I'm gonna fix that sometime. Let me see if I could do. Let's see. Can I do? I can't do anything at the moment. Yeah, I can't do anything at the moment. I can't. I can't. Yeah, I can't. I have to turn off the comments. Sorry, but I'm turning off the comments because they're huge. They're huge. I don't know what to do with it. So, uh, what I was saying is that I have a lot of restaurants around me, like I said, but it's not good. Like, I have a Arby's, Taco Bell, uh, KFC, McDonald's, Jack in the Box. a Baker's. This fast food restaurant called Baker's, and then it's just horrible. Like all those restaurants, you're not going to say I'm going to eat some tacos at Taco Bell. Like, to be honest, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to tell you the truth, and it's something that, wow, I don't know what's wrong with that. The comments here are huge. I don't know what's wrong with that, because earlier somebody commented and it was a lot smaller. I don't know what happened with that. So let me just get a little bit honest with you. I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, I'm not addicted. Okay, I was addicted to drinking soda. I was really addicted to Coke, to drinking Coke and Pepsi, and I guess Sprite for me is still on the line. Still on the line. I don't think it's as bad as Coke and as bad as Pepsi and as bad as the other sodas. I just feel like Sprite is a little bit less of a, it's a little bit less concerning than it is for, like, say, a Coke. So it's a little bit easier to drink. So what I was saying is that I was addicted to Coke. I was addicted to Pepsi. And as the name implies, you're addicted, as in Coke. You know, Coke, drugs. So I guess that's why they still kept it as Coke. Because they know Coke is addictive. The drug is addictive. So Coke it is. So what I was saying is that I was addicted to Coke, or Coca Cola, if that's how you want to say it. Uh, I was addicted to Coca Cola, and then I was addicted to eating at Jack in the Box. I was addicted to eating at McDonald's. I was addicted to eating fast food restaurants, like I was addicted to eating at Wendy's. Not so much Burger King. Like, for some reason, like the last time I ate at Burger King, I was disappointed. I've been disappointed with Burger King for a long time. Very disappointed. Like, the food, even though it's not healthy, even though even though Burger King is not healthy, uh, the only thing I liked were their crunchy tacos. Like, at least they're crunchy compared to the crap that's out there from Jack in the Box. Let's see. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, I'm turning it off. Okay, so Jack in the Box, I was a little bit iffy on that one, iffy, but the one that the majority of people are addicted to, and I'm one of them. I'm not going to lie. I'm addicted to. I was addicted to McDonald's, but now I'm not really addicted because, like I said, I've been talking to this guy in Vegas, in Las Vegas slash no, I don't know. I think it's Vegas. I'm just gonna go with Nevada. This guy from Nevada, but he's always in Vegas, so that's why I said Vegas. So I've been talking to him, and he's been saying, no, you don't need to eat at McDonald's. You don't need to eat at Taco Bell. You need to stop eating all that crap before you get some kind of high blood pressure, and or you. I mean, I was kind of I was kind of uh, informed by my doctor back, like, 3 4 years ago, actually a year ago or 2 years ago, that I had high blood pressure. But then I've gone back to the doctors and they've never said anything about high blood pressure anymore. So So I don't know what's up with that. They never said anything about having high blood pressure or not. Uh, the other thing, like I said, I was addicted to mostly McDonald's and Wendy's. I was mostly addicted to McDonald's and Wendy's, and somewhat addicted to Jack in the Box. But the only thing that addicted me the most was the tacos from Burger King. Even though they suck, even though the food sucks there, and I do agree, it doesn't even taste good for being a fast food restaurant. It's crap. And KFC, the only thing I liked at KFC was the chicken sandwiches. And then sometimes I still go to In and Out, which some people say, oh, you should go to In and Out. It's a lot healthier than going to McDonald's and Taco Bell. So once in a while, not frequently, once in a while, I head to In and Out. I used to go to Chick Fil A. I used to go to Chick Fil A, but I kind of was addicted to Chick Fil A at one point or another also, but not too much where I was like I have to eat it every single day. I just said, "Oh, if I have a Chick-fil-A around, I'll go to Chick-fil-A and I'll get something. But if I don't have a Chick-fil-A around, I'm not going." So I actually had a Chick-fil-A about maybe 2 miles away from the house, which is which you can say is close by in the car. So that I used to go to Chick-fil-A, but now I have Chick-fil-A 4 miles away from the house. Uh, to be honest, I haven't been to Chick Fil A. I've only gone there one time, and then In and Out. I think I've been there only twice, which is right in the same street as Chick Fil A. And then El Pollo Loco. Some people say don't eat El Pollo Loco because it's not authentic food. It's just another fast food restaurant pretending to be Mexican. Okay, so it's another fast food restaurant just trying to be Mexican when it's not, and that's it. So, like I said, yes, you're correct. You guys are all correct that say just cook at home. But sometimes I'm like, this is the thing that I have to say is that sometimes you want to eat something that look. Let me say something because most of you are gonna get all twisted and think, oh, you should just cook at home all the time. Um, yeah, you should cook at home all the time. Uh, you're correct on that one. You're correct on that one to some extent. Let me explain to you why you're wrong. Still, you're still wrong. Because when you go shopping, like say you go to a Target, you're not going to go home, eat again, and come back. Like, come on. When you go out shopping, when you go out, you're not going to say, "Oh, I'm going to I'm going to eat at home. I'm gonna wait 3 4 hours because I'm shopping." Like say like like the time I went to the outlets, which the outlets is like maybe 4 5 miles away from the house, which is pretty close. But driving those 5 miles, it's far. It's far. You may be saying it's not far. Actually, it's far because of the traffic. It makes you uh okay. I don't understand what's wrong with it. So skip alert. I don't know what to do with that. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. That that if you're outside shopping, you're not going home to eat. Come on, think about that. Think about when you're outside. Like say I go to the shopping center and I shop. Like like last time I went to the outlets, like I said, which is like 5 miles away from the house. And when I went there, I saw people that's I heard people there that said, I've been here since the morning. I'm like, are you crazy? Like in my mind, not gonna tell them in their face and say, oh, you must be crazy. No, in my mind, I'm like, that's crazy. You've been there since the morning? You've been there since the morning at this place? Because when I went there, which was like 5 or 6, which I thought maybe 5 or 6 or 7 p.m. is good enough. Because Black Friday, uh, I, as we all know, they don't open early anymore. Now they're opening late, and now that I went there like at 6 or 7, I was like, oh, it's gotta be empty. It's the crowds have to be there. There shouldn't be crowds anymore because people came here since the morning. So when I went there, it was packed. And like I said, most people said, oh, I've been here since the morning, and I've been eating. I've been eating here. I ate here because there's like at the outlet. I don't know what's called outlets when everything is basically inside. So I guess it's still called outlets even though it's basically inside. So I'll check that out later on because the thing that I have is the problem I have with this is that even though you guys say that it's out of sync and it has issues and there's a lot of uh, problems with this live stream, when I go back to watch it, it's it works fine. It's fine. There's not a lot of issues. And the problem that I have here is that it says that there's no one watching, which is incorrect because you guys are commenting. So it's just strange. So let me just see streaming. Okay, so let's just put it at high. So let's say the resolution, keep it at 720, maximum bit rate. Okay, so let's go to who cares about Twitch settings? Twitch? You can use this for Twitch? Okay, well, wow, okay. Okay, so basically you can use this app for Twitch? Okay, well, I'll see what I can do with Twitch, maybe. So, let me continue. So, this place is called the Outlets, but everything is indoors, which is weird. Which you call it outlets, but it's indoors. So, weird, but at this place there's a lot of restaurants in there too. But they're not healthy. There's a Burger King, there's a Sbarro or Barro, Sbarro or Sabaro. I don't know how you say it. Sbarro. There's a there's a I think it's Nashville chicken. Like it's horrible. It's fried. It's like fried and then with a lot of condiments to make it spicy and oily and so bad. And then there's a Cinnabon. There's a Chipotle, and Chipotle. Here and there, people say Chipotle's good. Some people say Chipotle's unhealthy. So it's like I'm on the fence of Chipotle. I'm on the fence because I'm like it's good, it's bad. Who knows what's wrong with Chipotle? And there's this Asian restaurant, but everything seems to be uh everything seems to taste bad there because everything tastes like it's been put in water, and then like instead of being cooked, it feels like it was just like boiled, like the food was boiled instead, boiled. So like I said, uh, when you go out, you're not going to have healthy food at home. Come on, you're not going to go home and say I'm eating healthy at home. I'm gonna be eating healthy at home. Uh, some people say just go to Waba Grill. Go to the other one. What's the other one? Waba Grill and Flame Broiler. That's the place that people say. But sometimes, like I said, I want to eat other food. I want to eat Mexican food, or I want to eat some authentic food. I don't want to eat the like like you go to a Mexican restaurant and you ask for crunchy tacos. Okay, that's fine. Then you go to a Taco Bell, and then you expect to get the same quality of food. Like, are you crazy? It sucks. It's bad. It's horrible. Like, you can't expect the same food. You can't expect the same food. Uh, uh, let's say let's say like Del Taco. Del Taco's not Mexican. Neither is Taco Bell, even though they have the word Mexican in their products, like the Mexican pizza. Like, do you think that's actually Mexican food? Like, come on. You didn't even know what kind of like the chicken. It's supposedly chicken, but how do we know if it's real chicken or not? What is that? What is the stuff that they have in the chicken? Like, what is it? Is it? It's not really chicken. The same thing with the meat. Like, you don't know what kind of meat or what they grinded to give you that meat. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. You can't expect to get good food at those places. So that's all I have to say. So looking for good food is like it's weird. It's weird. Sometimes I even wonder myself. I even wonder what's good food. What do you consider good food? I gotta be honest. What do you consider good food? Like I've been talking to this guy in Vegas, Vegas slash Henderson, and he said I don't go to Taco Bell, I don't go to McDonald's, I don't go to Wendy's, I don't go to your Chick-fil-A, your Carl's Jr. I don't go to White Castle. I don't go to none of that garbage food. I go to In and Out. And if I don't have In and Out around me, I go to an authentic Mexican restaurant, or I eat seafood, or sometimes Asian food, but authentic, not that fast food garbage from Panda Express. So I kind of had a conversation with him, and I told him, uh, you do realize that all the food can can harm you? Do you realize this is something I do have to say, which is something that I'm gonna probably get banned for, and I'm gonna have to say it. I'm gonna probably get kicked out of the live stream for this. I'm probably gonna be kicked out, and yep, I'm gonna have to be taken off. I'm probably gonna be taken off the air for this. I'm probably being taken off the air, so I'm gonna say this one time, and hopefully I don't get taken off the air. But the majority of the products that we eat, they have chemicals that cause reproductive uh, reproductive problems and cancers and everything we eat, everything that's out there is causes cancer. Okay, so I've been talking. I got a message, I think a while ago, or I think it was on Instagram. I got this message a while ago that this person said, "Why is it?" They asked me. No, they didn't ask me. I think they were telling me. They were telling me that in other countries they don't allow a lot of the American foods there. They don't. Don't think that because I'm saying this, I'm saying other countries are much better. They have their shady stuff too, but that's not for this live stream. So this is why I'm gonna be kicked out probably because the majority of people that I mean the people that live in other countries they have it a little bit better they because they don't allow American food there. They don't allow all the chemicals that are in the American foods. So the majority of the foods that are there, they're not. There's no chemicals. That's the reason, and this is something I've been seeing frequently that there's a lot of people that have skin problems, people with stomach problems, people with all kinds of like headaches and all kinds of other diseases, uh, like like yeah, a lot of illnesses that I've seen because I just have to get this out of the way. The reason that we see these, I mean, I've seen people with illnesses, is because of all the food that is made up here. Like a lot of food is processed. Like for example, look at the hot dogs. Like look at the hot dogs. They're not good. It's not good. The hot dogs are not. Wow, they're good. It's a good thing that we have hot dogs. No, like look at the Oreos. Like even though I've done videos on Oreos and all that stuff, I have to inform you and tell you that there's a lot of chemicals in Oreos that supposedly uh, cause cancers, and the same thing with the water bottles and certain containers that say, oh, you walk into this place, like some stores that tell you you walk into this place and there's a lot of product that can cause cancer here. So that is the difference that I've that I've noticed from people that have messaged me that said, look, stuff here is healthier than your stuff here. Like the chocolate bar that I have here is better than your chocolate bar because look all these ingredients your chocolate bar has compared to the ingredients on my chocolate bar. So that is that's the truth. I'm not here to hide and say, "Oh, no, it's not true." What I said is it's just made up. I just made it up just so I could get more views or more subscribers or more of nothing. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding about more of nothing. I mean, more of you. More of you guys. So let's see. Yeah, see? Something's up with that. It got stuck. Oh wow. Okay. 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 Well, I'll figure that out later on. So that's what I was saying that many in the U.S. we all have these products that cause cancers, and like I said, other countries don't have to deal with that. The government themselves remove them, so you won't have all those reproductive problems and all these cancer causing things. So that's I'm putting this back towards the food. I'm putting it back towards the food, saying the food that we eat causes cancer, and they cause all kinds of problems. That's the reason majority of people, they say they're going vegan, or they're going uh what's the other one? They're going vegetarian. So I guess that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll catch you guys in another live or in another video.